Hello again. I just would like to talk really quick about something you probably noticed in the previous video, when a C sounds like a G, or when a T can sound like a D. Why is this happening? Well, the reason is because in some Gaelic dialects, that's just what happens. When you have an, te, people will treat that T like a D. Ante, ante. And when I say it, my mouth isn't moving very much. It's actually quite easy to say ante, ante. If I were to say ante, 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 there's a bit more work involved for my tongue. Not much, but some. So, just to summarize, in some dialects, not all, if you have an before a word that starts with a T, it might sound like a D. You can choose to do this yourself in your Gaelic, but you don't have to. Not every dialect does this, so you'll be fine if you don't. You can just leave it as ante, ante. So in our story here, we had ha ante mor, or you could say ha ante mor. Up to you. Same here, chaniel ante bik, or chaniel ante bik. So let's look at the C now. When C sounds like G, it's for the exact same reason. So up here, just kacht. Kacht is kacht. Kacht, with a k sound at the beginning. And as with this, with the T's, in some dialects when you have an before a C, it's going to sound like a G. Angacht. 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 Yeah, instead of ankacht. But you can certainly say ankacht. There's no reason, in my mind, not to. Because many Gaelic speakers would say ankacht and ante instead of ante. And if you can't hear these sounds yet, that's okay. You will, over time. You will. You will. Yeah, it just takes time and exposure to these words, getting used to them, getting them stuck more in your mind. All right, so in our story here, this was really the only angacht here. Ha angacht egiori anyeshk, or ha ankacht egiori anyeshk. Either one's fine. Angacht, ankacht, ante, ante. Up to you. And like I said before, not everyone does this in the Gaelic world. So really the point of me including it in the video is to help you tune your ear a little bit. If you hear day, you know, usually, chances are it's going to be te. If you hear gacht, chances are it's going to be kacht. And this can be tricky when you're listening to an accent you're not used to. So just giving you a chance to tune your ear a little bit to these different sounds. Like I said before, if you can't hear them yet, if they're not very clear, if they're not distinct yet, that's okay. They will be one day. They will. All right. Gleva. Gleva.